Hello everyone, I'm going to try and make this concise and quick since it's the last post of the semester. So, uh, we've all read the same letter of intent, so I'm just going to try and go through this quick. As far as plain language translation, purchaser assents, it basically says that the two parties are going to purchase, or the party is going to purchase from the other party to assume liabilities. It means that the purchaser is going to assume all of the liabilities of the seller's company. Purchase price, what the price is going to be. Pre-closing covenants basically means that they're going to do all government consents, documents, etc. Conditions to obligation. Purchaser and seller will be obligated to consummate the acquisition of business until purchaser has failed to attain parties' reasonable best efforts. Uh, Basically, it's just saying that the purchaser is obligated to buy from the seller at this point. Due diligence, both parties are going to do their due diligence on each other's records and accounting things. Confidentiality, non-competition basically means that the parties are going to be confidential in this contract. The employees of the business, the employees are going to stay there, and they're not going to solicit or recruit new employees until the deal's done. Exclusive dealing means that this deal is going to be exclusive between the two parties. Public announcement, press release about the announcement or about the purchase. Expenses basically says that it acknowledges the expenses of the thing. And indemnification, if I said that word right, seller represents and warrants that the purchaser will not incur any liability in connection with the consummation and acquisition of business to any third party whom the seller or its agents have discussed regarding the disposition of business and seller. And then we have the signature. As far as proofing and edits, I don't know if this is necessarily something that's wrong, but I don't know if this would be considered under formatting or proofing and edits, but these headers, I hate this. I wish this, like where it says purchase and assents, I wish that were bold or underlined with like a colon instead of just right there with a period, because it looks like it wants to be a paragraph where it's not actually addressing that, hey, this paragraph is about assumed liabilities, or paragraph 5 is about conditions and obligations. Also, what kind of bugged me is, I don't know if this is just because it's a sample, but when I hear a sentence that says, at closing, the purchaser will purchase, like, it just sounds like they're saying purchase and purchaser too much, which kind of bugs me, just as an English pet peeve. Uh, Content, I mean, I'm not a professional or anything, but I mean, it seemed decent, it seemed concise. It's just the wording was, it seemed like it was trying to sound too intelligent, and at some points it just sounded incoherent. Like when they talk about consummating, I can't remember where I saw it, but it was like, oh, here we go. So will be obligated to consummate the acquisition of business. I mean, that, unless the purchaser has failed to obtain despite its part, like this sentence just, it seems like it's trying to sound super intelligent with long, drawn-out sentences and flowery language. And I mean, I understand that law is kind of like that, but I feel like this could have been a little easier to understand, because when making a contract like this or a letter of intent, I mean, it just seems unnecessary to make it like this. Like they could have used a little more average vernacular or easier to understand language, but that's just me. Okay, well, I think I covered everything. I think that's it. I hope everyone has a good summer.